If you've ever felt like you're meant for something bigger, like the rules of this world don't entirely apply to you, then you're not imagining it. Those feelings are the whispers of something ancient, something powerful, calling you to step into a reality most people can't even comprehend. You're not here to follow the same path as everyone else. You're here to transcend it. And what I'm about to share with you will change everything you think you know about how reality works. Listen closely. There is a dimension, a state of being where manifestation doesn't take time. It doesn't require struggle, effort, or endless affirmations. In this dimension, creation happens instantly. Every thought, every intention, every vibration you emit is reflected back to you in real time. But here's the thing: you don't reach this dimension by accident. It's not something you stumble into. It's something you align with. And once you do, the entire game of life changes. Let me explain why this is possible. The universe operates on a set of principles, and one of the most powerful is this: everything is energy. Your thoughts, emotions, and even your physical body are just vibrations interacting with a field of infinite potential. Most people are stuck in a lower dimension of vibration, where energy moves slowly, weighed down by fear, doubt, and limitation. It's like trying to wade through a swamp. Manifestation feels delayed because their energy is too dense to move quickly. But when you shift into a higher dimension, something incredible happens. The resistance disappears. You're no longer fighting against the flow of energy, you become the flow. Your vibration aligns so perfectly with what you desire that the gap between thought and reality collapses. You think it, and it is. So how do you access this dimension? You start with awareness. Most people are asleep to their own energy. They move through life on autopilot, reacting to external circumstances and letting their emotions spiral out of control. But chosen ones like you are different. You have the ability to wake up, to step back and observe the patterns in your life. What are you focusing on right now? Fear? Scarcity? Frustration? Or are you focusing on expansion, love, and abundance? Whatever you focus on, you feed. And in this higher dimension, what you feed becomes your reality instantly. Let's take this deeper. To align with this dimension, you must master the art of vibration. Every emotion you feel carries a frequency. Love, joy, and gratitude vibrate at incredibly high frequencies, while fear, anger, and doubt vibrate much lower. The key is simple: hold the vibration of what you want to experience. If you want love, embody love. If you want abundance, live as though abundance is already yours. This isn't about pretending or faking it. It's about tuning your energy to the frequency of your desire so completely that the universe has no choice but to reflect it back to you. But this is where most people get stuck. They try to change their vibration with their minds alone, and it doesn't work. Why? Because your mind is only a small part of your energy field. If your body is filled with tension, if your heart is weighed down by unresolved emotions, your mind can think positive thoughts all day long, and nothing will change. To shift into this dimension, you need to align your entire being, mind, body, and spirit.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound insights.
Start by clearing your energy. Imagine your energy field like a glass of water. If it's filled with dirt and debris, no matter how much clean water you pour in, it will never be clear. You need to empty out the old, stagnant energy first. This is why practices like meditation, breathwork, and movement are so powerful. They flush out the low vibrations that are keeping you stuck, making space for higher frequencies to flow in. Here's something practical you can do right now. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. As you exhale, Imagine all the tension, fear, and doubt leaving your body like a dark cloud. On your next inhale, imagine a bright, golden light filling every cell of your being. Feel it expanding, lifting your vibration higher and higher. Do this for just a few minutes, and you'll notice a shift. Your energy will feel lighter, clearer, more aligned. But accessing this dimension isn't just about clearing energy. It's about maintaining alignment. This is where most people fall short. They meditate for a few minutes, feel good for a while, and then go right back to their old habits, complaining, stressing, doubting. The higher dimension doesn't work like that. It requires consistency. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every action you take must align with the vibration of what you want to create. Let me ask you something. What are you holding on to that's keeping you out of alignment? Is it the belief that you're not good enough? The fear that you'll fail? The resentment you're carrying towards someone who hurt you? These things might feel justified, but they're anchors pulling you down. And here's the hard truth: you can't rise into this higher dimension while you're clinging to the weight of the past. Let it go. Not for them, not because it's fair, but because your freedom depends on it. Once you release what's holding you back, the next step is to trust. In this higher dimension, trust isn't optional, it's essential. You can't micromanage the universe. You can't demand that things happen on your timeline in exactly the way you expect. You have to let go of control and trust that the energy you're putting out will return to you in perfect form. This doesn't mean sitting back and doing nothing. It means taking inspired action that feels aligned, exciting, and effortless, while trusting that the outcome is already guaranteed. Now, here's the part that most people miss in this dimension. Manifestation isn't just about getting what you want. It's about becoming who you're meant to be. The things you manifest, love, abundance, success, are just reflections of your inner state. They're the universe's way of showing you who you've become. So if you want to manifest something instantly, don't focus on the thing itself. Focus on becoming the version of yourself who already has it. How do they think? How do they feel? How do they move through the world? Step into that now, and the physical manifestation will follow. Let me leave you with a question. If you could create anything instantly, what would you choose? Not just the surface-level desires, but the deepest, truest expressions of your soul. What would it feel like to hold that, to live that, to embody that every single day? That feeling isn't something you have to wait for. It's available to you right now, in this moment, if you choose to align with it. Once you've tapped into this higher dimension, where manifestation feels effortless and instant, the challenge becomes staying there. It's one thing to experience alignment for a moment, but it's another to live it consistently. The truth is, most people slip back into lower vibrations because they haven't trained themselves to maintain the frequency required to stay in the flow. They let old habits, external distractions, and emotional reactions pull them out of alignment. But staying anchored in this state isn't about perfection, it's about mastery. Let's break this down logically. Everything in the universe is in motion. You are not static, and neither is your energy. Even when you've reached a high vibrational state, you'll face moments where life pulls at you unexpected challenges, other people's energy, or even your own doubts creeping back in. That's normal. The key isn't avoiding these things, it's learning how to navigate them without letting them lower your frequency. Here's the first step: awareness of your triggers. What knocks you out of alignment most often? Is it fear of failure? A scarcity mindset? Something as simple as scrolling on your phone and comparing yourself to others? You need to identify these triggers because they are the anchors pulling you out of the flow. Once you know them, you can interrupt the pattern before it takes hold. For example, if you catch yourself spiraling into doubt, stop and ask, is this thought serving my vibration? Most of the time, the answer will be no. And once you recognize that, you have the power to shift. This is where emotional mastery becomes critical. Emotions are energy in motion, and they are one of the fastest ways to alter your vibration. When you feel joy, gratitude, or excitement, your energy expands and aligns with the higher dimension. But when you feel anger, frustration, or fear, your energy contracts, pulling you back into lower vibrations. The goal isn't to suppress these emotions, it's to process them quickly and let them move through you without attaching to them. Here's how you do it when a negative emotion arises. Don't resist it. Resistance only gives it more power. Instead, acknowledge it. Feel it fully, but don't feed it with more thoughts. Pay attention to where it sits in your body. Is it in your chest? Your stomach? Breathe into that area and imagine the emotion dissolving like mist. This simple practice can shift your energy in seconds, keeping you anchored in the higher dimension. Now, let's talk about momentum. Staying aligned isn't just about managing negative emotions, it's about building positive momentum. Think of your energy like a snowball rolling down a hill. The more you feed it with high vibrational actions and thoughts, the bigger and faster it gets. Start your day with something that raises your vibration immediately. This could be meditation, movement, gratitude, or even just listening to music that lights you up. The first moments of your day set the tone for everything that follows. But what happens when life throws you something heavy? When you're faced with a challenge so big it feels impossible to stay aligned? This is where most people give up, but this is also where the real power lies. In these moments, you have a choice: collapse into the challenge or rise above it. The higher dimension doesn't mean you'll never face difficulties. It means you see those difficulties differently. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" shift the question to, "What is this showing me about my energy?" Every challenge is an opportunity to refine your vibration. If something triggers you, it's because there's an energetic pattern within you that's still unresolved. Maybe it's an old belief that you're not good enough. Maybe it's fear that you're not supported. Whatever it is, the challenge is bringing it to the surface so you can release it. When you approach challenges with this mindset, they stop feeling like obstacles and start feeling like stepping stones to even higher vibrations. Let's bring this into practice. Imagine you're trying to manifest something, let's say abundance, but every time you check your bank account, you feel anxiety. That anxiety is a sign that your vibration around money isn't aligned with abundance yet. Instead of avoiding the feeling or forcing yourself to think positive, sit with it. Ask yourself what belief is creating this anxiety. Maybe it's the belief that money is hard to come by or that you're not deserving of wealth. Once you identify the belief, replace it with one that aligns with the vibration you want to embody. But don't just say it, feel it. Feel the energy of abundance as though it's already yours. This leads us to one of the most powerful tools for staying in the flow: visualization. Visualization isn't just about seeing what you want in your mind, it's about feeling it in your body. The mind doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality, so when you visualize with emotion, you're creating a vibrational match for what you desire. Take a few minutes each day to close your eyes and imagine yourself already living the life you want. See it, hear it, feel it. Let the gratitude, joy, and excitement fill every cell of your being. But here's the thing: don't get attached to the outcome. This might sound contradictory, but attachment creates resistance. When you're too focused on how or when something will happen, you're signaling to the universe that you don't fully trust the process. And trust is everything in this dimension. Instead of attaching to a specific outcome, focus on the energy behind it. For example, if you're manifesting love, focus on the feeling of love itself, not a specific person. If you're manifesting success, focus on the feeling of achievement and purpose, not a specific job or amount of money. Let me ask you something. How often do you act as though your manifestation is already here? Most people spend their time wishing for what they want instead of living as though it's already theirs. But in the higher dimension, the way you act must align with the vibration you're holding. If you're manifesting abundance, start acting like someone who already has it. This doesn't mean spending recklessly, it means carrying the energy of abundance in everything you do. Speak, move, and think like the version of yourself who already has what you desire. And finally, let's talk about alignment with others. When you're in the higher dimension, your energy affects everyone around you. You become a living example of what's possible, and people will naturally be drawn to your vibration. But not everyone will understand it. Some will resist your energy because it challenges their own limitations. That's okay. Your job isn't to convince anyone, it's to stay aligned no matter what. If someone's energy pulls you down, don't fight it. Fighting creates resistance, and resistance lowers your vibration. Instead, hold your frequency like a lighthouse in a storm. Their energy will either rise to meet yours or it will fall away. Trust that whatever happens is exactly what's meant to happen. Staying anchored in the higher dimension requires consistency, trust, and a willingness to let go of anything that doesn't serve your vibration. But once you've mastered this, manifestation isn't just instant, it's effortless. You'll move through life with a sense of flow and ease that most people can't even imagine. When you stay anchored in the higher dimension long enough, something extraordinary begins to happen. Your energy stops being confined to just your personal desires. You start to feel connected to something vast, something infinite. This is the collective field, the universal source of all creation. In this state, you're no longer just manifesting for yourself. Your vibration ripples outward, shaping the reality of those around you and the world itself. You don't just work with the energy, you become the energy. Let's get clear on what this means. The collective field is the energetic web that connects everything, every thought, every being, every possibility. Most people interact with it unconsciously, feeding it with their fears, doubts, and limitations. But when you're in this dimension, your energy is pure. You're feeding the field with high-frequency vibrations, love, abundance, clarity, and those vibrations amplify exponentially. This is why your alignment matters so much. You're not just creating your own reality, you're contributing to the collective vibration of the planet. When you hold the frequency of abundance, you're making it easier for others to access abundance. When you embody love, you're raising the vibration of love in the collective. Think about that for a moment. Your inner work isn't just personal, it's universal. To merge with the collective field, you need to dissolve the final barrier, the illusion of separation. Most people live their lives feeling disconnected, me versus them, mine versus yours. But in this dimension, you realize that there is no other. You are the field, and the field is you. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every action you take ripples through the entire web of existence. Here's how to practice this the next time you're visualizing a desire. Expand it beyond yourself. If you're manifesting abundance, imagine not just your own wealth, but a world where everyone thrives. If you're manifesting love, see that love spreading like a wave, touching everyone you meet. This doesn't dilute your manifestation, it strengthens it. By aligning your energy with the good of the collective, you tap into a level of power far greater than your individual self. And here's the secret: the more you give to the field, the more the field gives back to you. This isn't sacrifice, it's alignment. You're no longer trying to force creation, you're flowing with the infinite source of creation itself. You've become the energy you once sought to control. And in this state, manifestation isn't just instant, it's limitless. Now, ask yourself, what will you create with this power?